they showed off is letting you know that like she's an adult. She could handle her own. She's been in this world. She's no punk. So it's just interesting to see this dynamic between her.
Thanks for tuning in to the No Clearance Podcast. Now subscribe, hit that like button, and enjoy the clip.
No clearance.
Really?
One of the biggest shows on HBO just premiered its second season. The Last of Us has finally come out after, I want to say, 2-3 years of waiting for another season.
Sounds about right.
And it just coming out hot. It was a great episode. It was amazing. We got to see our two favorite characters back together, Joel and Ellie. And you know, it was a really good. It's a really good show. It's this season so far. But what the stuff they're laying out this season is going to be amazing. Now, if you play the video game, you know where this is going. I'm not going to spoil it for anybody because there's some people who only watch the show. But if you played the game, you know what's going down. But the season started off with a really good first episode. I really enjoyed the premiere. It was great to get back to these characters and where they are now in this world, in this apocalyptic world that takes place 20 years into the apocalypse. It's a really, really good like way to. It's a really. I'm trying to look for the words here. It's really interesting to see the apocalypse in this way. We don't really see like zombie shows where like, because it's kind of a zombie show, but not really at the same time. We don't really see shows where the zombie apocalypse happen and we just go 20 years into the world after the fact. And everything that takes place, like all of civilization is all jacked up in this show, and everyone, there's refugees everywhere, and the government tried to take over, but they fell. It's a whole mess in this show. So it's really interesting to see where these characters have gotten to since the first season. They're living in an established community now. It's a huge community. It's way bigger than it was last season. And the characters seem like they're all in a happy place right now. And we actually get to see some friction between Joel and Ellie based off the finale of last season. Now, if you haven't watched the last season, Tyler, not to point you out, I'm going to give you a little bit of a spoiler. I'll keep it spoiler free. Something happened. What happened at the end of the first season was so big and led to a lie that Joel told Ellie, who was like his surrogate daughter at this point. He lied to her, and we get to see the aftermath of this lie. She knows he lied, but she doesn't know what he lied about. And you can see that their relationship is like, it's deteriorating, and at the same time, it's like Joel cares for Ellie. You know what I'm saying? But she don't want no parts of him. They also had a 5-year time, Joe, so she's no longer a 14-year-old girl. She's 19 now. In this world, she's an adult. You know, she wants to do things on her own. The way the episode starts off, when we first see Ellie, she's fighting some giant dude. He's beating her up, and she's handling herself. This old girl from Game of Thrones. What's her face? The little girl that was a beast that got killed by that giant, but she cooked the giant out with her.
The little girl that got killed by the giant.
Yeah, remember the attack on Winterfell when the White Walkers came and then there was a giant and she grabbed up the little girl. What's her name? Lady Mormont. That's who Ellie is. So it was dope to see her take it. The way they showed off is letting you know that like she's an adult. She could handle her own. She's been in this world. She's no punk. So it's just interesting to see this dynamic between her and Joel. Joel's going to therapy, which is very different from the game. Ellie got herself a little boo thing. It's a good show. I think the season's gonna be really good.
We've seen Pedro Pascal in a couple of other performances since the end of the last season.
Yeah.
Specifically Pedro Pascal television versus Pedro Pascal movies. Do you feel like he's more suited for television?
I think the way the shows that he's been in are like
He's been some big names.
prestige television
He was
shows.
Mandalorian.
Yeah, The
That's what. Yeah.
Mandalorian.
Yeah.
He was in Narcos. He's
Yeah.
been in like some really good TV shows that have acting at the level of movies. So
Mm,
I could see he's been in a bunch of movies too. I've seen him in movies before I saw him on TV.
really.
So I mean, he could handle it. He's such an excellent actor. Like there's a scene when he's in therapy in this first episode. It is just brilliantly acted. His therapist is the mom from Home Alone.
Mm,
So
wow.
she's been on a tear now lately. She's in everything at the moment.
Yeah.
She's been in mad
Yeah.
stuff, and they're back and forth. It was really good. Like she was like she basically confessed to him to Joel that she hated this nigga because
Wow.
he killed her husband.
Wow.
Yeah, but like we didn't see that. That's just what's said in the episode. So like we didn't know that. We found that out in that conversation. But the way they were acting, like their acting ability, it makes me more excited for Fantastic Four. Pedro Pascal is a fantastic actor. But yeah, I think the show's great. The actress that plays Dina, who's gonna be Hot Girl in the new Superman movie, stole the show
Uh huh.
in my opinion. That girl is just so charming. Like every scene she was in, I was like, wow, why isn't this her show? It's just like everything this from this premiere I thought was really good. But I
Okay.
love this dynamic between Joel and Ellie right now going on with this friction. Joel's still looking out for her. He's like hovering. He's trying to be a father, but he's not her father.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
he's no matter what she does, he like has a hand in it. She
Yeah.
goes out on patrol and he tells his brother who's in charge, like, hey, take her off patrol, put her on the gate. He gonna do it. She's like, what are you doing? Why stop? Let me be an adult. Let me do my thing. Like, no matter what. Like, this is one part in the end of the episode where she dancing with her little boo thing, and then they kiss at the party. And dude was like, hey man, it's a family event. Just cut that shit out. And they're like, relax, sorry. Walk away. He calls him the D word. If you get to my drift. And Joel comes out of nowhere, bodies the nigga. Bodies him. He comes out of nowhere like, bow, back up. Don't disrespect my daughter. And Ellie gets mad. She's like, yo, what the fuck you do? Leave me the fuck alone. I could handle this dude. I could have handled it. It's just an interesting dynamic between
Yeah.
this in this season. We got some looming threats coming with a character from the video game that's a very controversial character, might I add. Nobody likes this character. And they have her coming in. She wants revenge on Joel. We don't know why. If you played the game, you know why. But we don't know why. We just know she wants Joel dead. Actually, we
Mm.
do know why, because that what happened at the end of last season is why she wants revenge. Let's just say Joel went on a rampage. That's all I got to say.
Got you.
Old boy's a bad man. Ain't nobody stopping Joel when he get rolling. But
Okay.
yeah, it's a good setup. I'm excited to see where the season goes. I'm excited to see what they change from the video game because that was a big thing in the last season. They changed a lot from the video game and they made it better. And they
The
made it
show made it
better.
better.
The show made it better. They added more story to things that were just like in the game, you pick up pieces of paper and they have like stories and like notes from different people. They made a whole storyline out of two characters that are like in the game for like 2 seconds. They gave them a full episode. It was a
I
beautiful
heard
love
about that.
story.
I heard that was like Emmy, didn't that episode
I
win?
think it was nominated, but
Yeah, Emmy nominated. Yeah, I heard
I
about
think
that.
it won. I'm not sure, but it was a absolutely beautiful episode. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping that they do something like that with a character that we don't know that doesn't really have much to do in the game. So I think it's setting up to have another great season. And the way if it's going the way I think it's gonna go, based off playing the second game, I think they got like 2-3 seasons out. They could get 2-3 seasons out of the second game. So
Okay, cool.
I think it's
That's what's
I
up, man.
recommend it to you, Tyler.
I appreciate that. I will get into it after I just started Reacher.
Oh,
So
Reacher's great.
I'm
Reacher's
gonna get
another good
into
show.
I'm gonna get
Third
into
season's a little wonky, you know what I'm saying? But
think so.
I'm not a big fan of the third
I'm
season of the
enjoying it
show.
so far. I'm
I,
enjoying season 3
I'll
so
let you
far.
keep watching season three.
Yeah, yeah. Let
I'll
me
let you
keep
keep
watching.
watching it. I didn't finish
But
it. But
it's cool.
yeah, The
It's
Last
cool.
of Us, really good show. First episode was amazing. Can't wait for next Sunday. You know HBO. When they got a Sunday show, it's a hit. It's usually a hit. So it's I'm excited. I'm happy for it. I played both games in anticipation for the new season, and I just can't wait. No Clarence.